Hi, I'm Bubka, and in today's video I would like to share with you a few interviews with people who supported our Karate for Mental Health seminar. Those people been interviewed by Richard Burns. Thank you for that, Richard. He allowed us to share the clips on YouTube and or through other social media, so you can watch it whenever you need it, whenever you want it. There's 4 interviews. One is with Ian Abernathy, Johnston, Marek Mroszczyk, and myself. I hope you find it interesting what they've got to say. It's all about the supporting people with mental health issues, especially men who are not really talking about it much. I think that martial artists got that power to change that. And I just let you watch it and enjoy it.
So, Johnston.
Hi.
What are we doing here today?
Well, basically, this is, I think is this the 3rd one or 4th one? We've done seminars for basically mental health. There's an awful lot not known about mental health, but there's charities out there which need the funding.
Yeah, but we're karate people. How can karate people be affected with issues regarding mental health?
It doesn't matter whether you're a karate people, whether you're a plumber or whatever. Your mental health could be affected for anybody at any time. And we've all had moments in our life where our mental health has been affected. Some people don't manage to get out of that, you know, whether it's depression or one of the other aspects of mental health. You know, there's mothers that are having problems.
Yeah.
There's fathers that are having problems. It's just everybody has problems with mental health.
Do you think karate offers?
Right, karate gives you something stable, something wholesome, which can help you through it. Not all karate, because there's some bad stuff out there. But if your karate's good, you know.
So what should I look for then? Good karate.
Well, first, it's top down, isn't it? It's the top instructors, the organisation, and that are working on your behalf to make sure that those things are in place. People that have got genuine knowledge and without beating my own drum, I'm 68 years old. I train as much as I can, mostly every day. I teach every day and I try and train every day. And I go to other instructors.
Even now, you go to other instructors?
On a regular basis. Sundays, if I'm not doing a seminar, I will try and go and train under another instructor. One of my favourites is Steve Lowe, who's unfortunately not here today. I'll go up to his session on a Sunday morning and train with the rest of the class. My friend Simon Oliver, I go and train with him. Ian that's here, if there's a seminar where I can attend, you know, relatively local, within 100 mile radius, I go and train with him. You know, there's so many people that I go.
So you're continually advancing yourself and searching?
That's what I try to do, because I've got to pass that on to my students, and that, which makes it, so I'm open-minded. I'm looking for those different things, and that keeps us interested instead of just going along the same lines of just plodding along every week.
Does that make, so that makes, from a karate point of view, from your point of view, it makes it more credible?
It makes it more credible.
Does it make you happier in yourself doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
The continual search for knowledge?
And the thing is that it's not easy. As you get older, for one thing, as you come up through the ranks, your ego says, oh, I don't need to do this anymore. I'm sorry, but but you should. Everybody should. And then, you know, that's the sort of instructor that you should be looking for, that's progressive and open-minded and is continually developing, because you need that information fed down.
How long have you been an instructor?
I'm
Well, how long have you been a martial artist?
Well, I did some boxing, I did some judo before I started in karate. I started karate when I was 20, so I've been training karate now for 48 years.
What do you think it's given you? I mean, other than well, it's obviously given you physical attributes.
Yeah.
What do you think it's given you mentally?
Well, one of the things it's given me mentally is a social life, because I've got so many friends in karate and so many friends from karate, not just locally, but all over the country and in other countries.
Do you think having that extended group of friends doing something like karate or having a like-minded activity is worthwhile?
Oh, well, definitely, yeah, because you've got a common goal. You've got things that you can do together. I mean, when I get together with the old lads, Christ, how many battles do we fight again and again and again? But it's so enjoyable, because we're just going over, reminiscing and that, and then we're talking about the new things that are coming into our lives. And I meet with old karate friends who no longer do karate. You know, this Christmas we'll get together. There's some lads coming from Leicester. There's some lads coming from Birmingham. There's some lads coming from Chesterfield. You know, from around the central region area, which we all used to be part of a squad, and now we get together again this Christmas with my group, and that we all have a thoroughly good night.
Is what you say? We've talked about the length of time that you've done it. You continually put yourself at the bottom of somebody else's class and looking for new knowledge. You continue trying to evolve.
Yeah.
And you stay physically active. Are these the key recipe ingredients that keep you going?
Well, yeah. I mean,
let me ask you another question. Let me ask you a different question. All right.
Yeah.
Let's just roll the clock back. How do you think you'd be today if you hadn't had those ingredients in your life? If you hadn't had the physical outlay and you'd been not done anything of that nature, not gone out and learnt and taught?
Can I answer that in, look, as you know, I used to work the doors and everything.
Yeah.
I was head doorman of one of the biggest nightclubs around. And there was a lot of stuff went on, but one of the things that you're introduced to in those environments is a bad element. Now, I was asked if I wanted to take part in some nefarious activities. We won't go too deep into that. Do you know what? It was karate that stopped me doing it. You know, the people around me and the code behind it and the ethics and that said to me, yeah, there's an easy buck to be made there and quite a lot of money, but you're not that type of creature. But it was karate that informed me of that.
Over the years?
So you know, I could have been spending 15 years down the line at a manager's pleasure, quite easy. And people that asked me to, they did. Won't name names. And so it's karate that saved me from that. So, you know, that's an example where the ethics and the ethos that comes from karate has worked.
May I ask a pointed personal question?
Yeah.
How would you know, your headspace now, where you're at, how would you describe it? Do you find that from what you've done it's given you fortitude? Do you find you still have wobbles, or?
We all have wobbles, but I get over them quite quickly.
Because
I feel confident in myself. I feel I've got a passion for what I do, and that sustains me in my general life.
And you've got people out there.
I've got Yeah, got people out there which I've got people out there which also rely on me. You know.
Isn't that not a burden sometimes?
No, it's not a burden. It's a pleasure. I mean, glass half full, glass half empty, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a very positive outlook about the things that I do. So I could be saying to myself, yeah, that's a burden, no, I'm going to do this. No. And it's a pleasure to be able to give, you know. And that's one of the other things that I do. I don't know whether you know, I do a lot of work with the disabled. And I derive so much pleasure from that. And they derive quite a lot from it. You know, when you see them advancing, when you see them enjoying their lesson, when they're all supporting each other and loving what they're doing, and that is such a pleasure for me to be in that environment with them.
Do you take time for yourself?
Yeah, I've got training. No, I'm not an obsessive, so you know I don't party the way I used to because I don't need to anymore. I've done all that. That's all gone by the line. But now and again, yeah, I kick my heels up and have a few drinks and go dancing and.
You go dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
revelation.
still call me Snakey.
John Johnston, thank you for sharing.
Okay.
So, I'm Richard.
Hey, Marek.
Marek. Marek, why are you here today?
Czemu tu jesteś?
Dla przyjaciół.
For friends.
You're a karate teacher. How long have you been teaching?
Ile uczysz karate?
W jednej sali, w jednej szkole od 92 roku.
In one school, in one room from 97.
A wcześniej od 88 chwilę w innym miejscu.
From 88, in different places. 1988.
And how has karate and kempo affected your life? What has it given you?
Co ci dało kempo? Jak wpłynęło na twoje życie?
Nie tylko kempo, ale każda sztuka walki daje poczucie spokoju. I w młodzieńczych latach, kiedy człowiek chce się wyszumieć, nie musi, bo wie, że potrafi.
Kempo as all martial arts give a peace. Give me peace, especially in the young years. People need to go and do crazy things and enjoy and play, and keep them kind of calm.
A teraz, w momencie, gdy jestem już trochę starszy, dało mi zawód.
Now when he's older, I give him a job.
Mało tego, ten zawód jest moją pasją jednocześnie, czyli moja firma płaci mi za moje hobby.
In the same time, his passion pays. His job is his passion, and his company pays him for training and being happy.
No i poza tym spotykam takich ludzi jak wy cały czas.
And besides that, he's all the time meeting people like ourselves.
You said you came here for friends. Is it important for you to come and share your knowledge with people?
Przyjechałeś tu dla znajomych. Czy jest ważne dla ciebie dzielenie się swoją wiedzą?
Lubię to robić. Lubię dawać ludziom radość.
He likes to give people joy.
When you were younger, what is it you wanted to do?
Co chciałeś robić, jak byłeś młodszy?
Chciałem być ninja.
He wanted to be ninja.
I wypadły cały.
Like it was like
So, you said that martial arts has given you peace. How has martial arts given you peace?
w jaki sposób dało ci sztuki walki spokój.
Jak każda uczciwa praca pokazuje człowiekowi, co w życiu jest najważniejsze, tak sztuki walki, poprzez uczciwą, ciężką robotę pokazują właściwe miejsce w życiu, no i uspokajają umysł. Tak?
As all decent and honest work shows you what are the most important things in life, and through the hard training it's kind of showing what's important, what's not.
Osobiście jestem zdania, że nie ma to znaczenia, czy to sztuki walki, czy to inna dziedzina. Wystarczy włożyć w nią dużo pracy, dużo serca, dużo zaangażowania i na podobne efekty. No ale my wybraliśmy piękną drogę budoi. I to działa.
Personally, he doesn't think it's just martial arts. Anything which you put effort in gives the results. But we choose the beauty of martial arts.
Is it just the physical side of martial arts that you find peace in?
A tylko fizyczna część sztuki walki, gdzie znajdziesz spokój?
Nie, no absolutnie nie da się oddzielić strony psychicznej od fizycznej.
You can't separate physical and mental side of martial arts. It all goes together.
Japończycy mówią wa, harmonia.
The Japanese say wa, harmony.
Jeżeli umysł jest niespokojny, zmęcz ciało, razem jednocześnie się zregenerują. Jeżeli ciało jest zmęczone, popracuj mentalnie, psychicznie, jednocześnie szybciej się zregenerują niż osobno.
If your mind is tired, work physically, then your mind rests. If your body is tired, work mentally, and then they regenerate quicker together.
Wow. Czyli nawet ostatnio tworząc nowy certyfikat, nową nazwę, to z alchemii robiliśmy, ideogram K zamieniliśmy na Ła, na harmonię w nazwie Jukamoken.
Recently, we changed the certification and we changed the kanji from Ka to Wa to harmony with our friend Akemi, the teacher of the calligraphy.
So harmony, so physical and mental are the things that provide peace.
Fizyczna i psychiczna równowaga daje ci spokój.
Dokładnie tak. Uważam, że jedna bez drugiej nie istnieje.
Exactly. He believes that one without other doesn't exist.
Patrzysz na mnie i teraz jestem ekstrawertykiem. Nie wiem, teraz by mi zdiagnozowali ADHD. Jak prowadzę zajęcia, to widać. Jak rozmawiam, jestem normalny, spokojny. W pracy jestem spokojny. I to mi dały sztuki walki.
He said that now if you will be diagnosed, you've got the ADHD, the jittery and stuff, but now speaking with you, he's calm, and when he's teaching, he's calm. When he's teaching, you can see them, he's getting more active and more kind of involved, but at work, when he's teaching, he's calm, and that's what gives him martial arts.
You've talked about the physical, you talked about mental, providing you with peace. Can you do martial arts and find the same just by doing it yourself? Or do you need to be with other people to achieve the level of harmony that you're talking about?
Mówiłeś o treningu mentalnym i fizycznym. Czy sam jesteś w stanie ćwiczyć i znaleźć spokój, czy musisz to robić z innymi osobami, wśród innych osób?
Sam jest zdecydowanie trudniej, zawsze. Dużo łatwiej zmobilizować się w grupie, dużo łatwiej szukać wspólnie jakiegoś celu. I wcale nie trzeba tej grupie mówić, co my robimy. Po prostu trzeba ich prowadzić. Jest wtedy łatwiej.
Definitely on your own it's much harder. People working better in group, with your motivation. You don't have to necessarily tell that group what you want to achieve, but it's definitely easier in a group.
Mam dzieciaków, wychowanków ze złych dzielnic, ze złych domów, ze złych środowisk i nie są w gangach, tylko są uczciwymi obywatelami. Służą.
You've got the students from the disadvantaged backgrounds, bad families, bad neighborhoods, and because of martial arts, they are not in a gangs, they are fully worthy citizens and supporting all the activity.
And for you, are you happy? Have you found peace? Have doing what you do?
Znalazłeś spokój w tym, co robisz? Jak to dla Ciebie wygląda?
Lubię to robić, uwielbiam to robić i będę robił dalej. To sprawia ogromną satysfakcję.
He said he likes what you do, he enjoys what you do, and he will keep doing it because that's what makes him happy.
Is there more to learn, more to find out?
Jest tam więcej do nauczenia, więcej do znalezienia?
Całe życie do znalezienia.
All life to find something.
Thank you very much for your time.
Dziękuję.